I'm Johnny Flores. This is SacPopCast, and I'm at Culture, Coffee, and Conversations. And I'm
Nice.
going to ask, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Hayón. I'm the CEO founder of Edutainment Pros, and I run the Young Mogul Program, which is a digital media marketing and mentorship program here in the city of Sacramento for our youth.
Nice. Awesome. Well, that leads right into what are you working on right now that excites you? Seems like you got a lot that can
Yeah,
fill
I mean,
that.
we're in 5 schools throughout the Sacramento and greater Sacramento region. I would say the thing that excites me right now, though, is I'm currently working with Ro and the team, Ro, Holly, and the family on a project where we're bridging my young moguls to career opportunities. And so we're working with the entrepreneurs that came out of the Creative Economies incubator with the city of Sacramento, one of which is Johnny here. Very, very happy to put a young mogul with him this summer and let them do their thing.
Yeah, that's my answer to that is what excites you is I'm really looking forward to
Oh my
being in
God,
this
yeah.
program.
I mean, the first event that we had, the Founders Night, was just incredible. Shout out to Golden One, City of Sacramento, my brother Ro, coming together and bringing the kids for the first time to meet you guys as the entrepreneurs and the ones that have been through the whole creative process the hard way, and now the kids, they're having some guidance and everything in it. It's just, it's a beautiful thing to be a part of.
Yeah, I felt very honored when
Yeah.
Ro asked me. I was like, "Oh yeah, of course I'm in." Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's funny because you got teamed up with OJ, and we were just with her yesterday. She's finalizing their podcast, their first episode, and she was like, "I'm so excited about this summer!" Like, she's like, "You won't believe who I got teamed up with." She's telling her teachers and stuff.
oh, awesome.
She's like, "He runs a real podcast. He does podcast work and stuff." So she's
Yeah.
really excited.
Oh, cool.
And we were very blessed to be able to, find, companies and businesses that relate to our young moguls a lot.
Yeah,
So
that's what's great. That's what I love about Sacramento is people, I think, sleep on how much
come on, man.
creativity and talent and just
Always.
and like
But the thing
DIY mindset.
the thing
Is
that
cool.
allows them to sleep is that we let our industry side go away. Like we got to support our industry side, and
Yeah,
more and more like our people here in the city are seeing the value of your guys' work, of our work, of some of my friends' work who do it at a much higher level, but we're still not quite there yet. So we're hoping this next generation comes in super cultivated, business minded, and ready to make moves and caring about our city.
awesome. That's great to hear. What does Sacramento mean to you?
Sacramento's home. I've been around the world. I've ran my program internationally for about 7 years, just going country to country. And now, unfortunately, I lost one of the young kids I was mentoring before his 19th birthday. And that
Oh, I'm
kind of
sorry to-
shocked me to come home and, instead of trying to build the perfect thing for them and then invite them in, to allow them to be a part of the ugly process of building. And that was a harsh lesson I had to learn, but I learned it. And now the kids are a part of everything that we're doing, the process that we're doing on making it better. We're getting their advice, their input. And so they have some type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like they have some type of equity in the building of the company and stuff.
Yeah,
So it just means so much more to them, and it means so much more to us to have their input.
yeah, that's
Yeah. So Sacramento is home, and it will always be home.
yeah, that's how I feel
Yeah.
too. Where can people connect with you if they want to follow you or
Yeah, they can follow us at Edutainment Pros. You guys can also look at our kids. They're an actual band. They're out in the from Sacramento, but they travel the world too, doing music videos and bringing light, sharing light and love around the world. And they're called the Magical Rock Band. So you can look us up on either one, see our young moguls work, and see what we're doing this summer. We're gonna make a lot of noise this summer, though,
Yeah,
right?
I could tell.
Yeah,
I can tell.
yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
you're
I'm
gonna see
looking
us a
forward to
lot
it.
this summer. So get ready for that.
Yeah, awesome, man. Well, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Johnny. We're here at SAC Podcast for another episode. My name is Hayón, and this is Culture, Coffee, and Conversations. I'm here with, tell them who you are, brother.
Hi, everybody. I'm Coach Trey from Sacramento, originally from San Francisco area.
Right on.
I'm here with Hoopers University and Super Hoopers,
Nice.
basketball training program for youth with special needs in Sacramento.
Right on. So what are you working on right now that excites you?
Right now, we just got our nonprofit approved a few months ago. We put our
Wow.
board members together, and we are actually setting up for our sneaker ball and clinic for youth
So,
with special needs in the community. It's going to be in September 5th,
okay.
and it's a big fundraiser to help fund our league for youth with special needs in Sacramento. There isn't one yet,
Mhm.
and we're trying to be the first one in Sacramento to build something for that community.
Where will that fundraiser be?
The fundraiser will be at YMCA Capital City downtown on 8th Street.
Okay. I used to live there.
So it's a really nice gym,
Oh,
really nice
yeah.
facility.
Yeah.
And we're really excited about that.
Right on, man. So, what does Sacramento mean to you?
Sacramento means to me family, individuality.
Yeah.
I feel like Sacramento has its own personality. They have their own culture. Like I said, I'm from San Francisco. So coming here from a big city, coming to a smaller city, but seeing that it has its very individualistic, artistic culture out here. So
Yeah.
that's something that I love about Sacramento. And the community out here, it's you can really network and meet other people
Oh, yeah.
on a random
It's a little
day-to-day
different than
basis.
the networking in the Bay, but yeah.
Right.
I ran my nonprofit out of the Bay Area for like 11 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so very familiar with the culture and stuff. We're currently running programming for elementary age students for my mini moguls at Bayview Hunter Point, new waterfront park. Yeah,
Okay. So I'm from Bay.
we were out there last summer,
So
man.
my mom lives on 3rd and McKinnon.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys probably might know each other.
Well, we just got out there last summer.
Okay.
I'm cultivating myself in the neighborhood and stuff, rocking with Uncle Damien a lot. Shout out to him.
Okay.
But we just got there last summer and started utilizing the program as a pilot with the city of San Francisco, and it just took off so much that they like signed on for the next 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
Congrats.
So we want to, open up and make sure the community is always involved in everything that we do and all that. But the nature of the culture in San Francisco and everyone coming together is just a beautiful thing, man. And it's something that we definitely would love for Sacramento to get more cultivated into.
So just like we were talking about, I'm gonna connect you with my mom because she's in the music industry. I used
Right
to do
on.
music as a producer,
Okay.
songwriter, and artist.
It goes deep.
Right. So we have pretty good network out there. And
Okay.
I'm gonna link up.
Let's
with
do
you.
that. What age are you guys accepting like new players and stuff? Like
Yes.
what
So
ages do you?
currently we are accepting anybody and everybody
Right on.
for this clinic.
Okay.
There's no age limit, no
Okay.
limitations, all inclusive.
Wow.
Neurotypical,
That's big.
Yep.
Look them up.
Neurodivergent,
Yeah.
even kids from the community that just want to come and learn how to socialize and
Yeah.
support the
Which is
community,
big right now.
which is huge.
Yeah.
So, yep, really excited about that. And then the league is going to start off as a youth league at first, but then we want to extend and expand and scale out to service everybody on the spectrum for a basketball league.
That's
in
beautiful, man.
Sacramento. So
Yeah, we got to come out and do some stuff. My kids are a band also. They're called Magical Rock Band, and they do stuff for the youth all the time.
tough.
They did something for Mac Road when they opened up the King's Court and stuff. So they'll come out and, all for the love and stuff and just, perform for the kids and, have a day with the kids and stuff too. So let's work it out.
Yep.
But tell them where they can find you, brother.
You guys can find us on Instagram at Super Hoopers 916. You can also find us at hoopersuniversity.org online. That's our website. We also have our website being built right now, www.superhoopers.org. Yep, and find us on all the social media platforms at Super Hoopers 916 or at Hoopers __ on Instagram.
There you go. You heard it here first on SacPopCast. This is Hayón signing off.
Hey, it's Coach Trey here with SacPopCast, and I'm here at Culture, Coffee, and Conversations. And I'm here with my lovely wife. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lady Leia. I am Coach Trey's wife. We will be celebrating our 5th year wedding anniversary this year, so jump that off. It's super exciting.
Tell us a little bit about your organization or what do you do?
So I have a few things going on. First and foremost, I am the events coordinator over at Mutual Housing California. We've partnered with CLTRE on some of our housing projects. So here to represent them. I also run my own event coordinating business, Lady Leia Events. Started that in 2019 in Davis, California, my hometown. And so continuing to do that on the side by as well as being the COO of Super Hoopers, basketball organization, founded by my husband, Coach Trey. So I'm kind of the behind the scenes admin girl right now, trying to get this thing off the ground.
Awesome. And we definitely appreciate you. So what are you working on right now that excites you?
I'm working on our first annual fundraiser sneaker ball gala called Hoops for Hope. It will be September 5th at the Capitol Y, downtown Sacramento. And I'm super excited to really get the community and the youth involved. In the first part, we'll have a clinic with youth participants and a full day of, training and fun with Coach Trey and all the other coaches. Followed by a semi-formal reception at Music Landry, actually. They are partnered with YMCA downtown as well. So, stay tuned, and we're super excited for that.
Yes, we are. All right, one more question. What does Sacramento mean to you?
Sacramento, it means community. It means equity and inclusion. Born in Davis, California, community was a big part of my life. Being raised by a single mom and being able to continue that community build in Sacramento with my family and children means the world to me.
Awesome. So 2 last questions. What do you want the people to remember about you? And then where can they find you?
When you think of Lady Leia, think of events, where the turn-up's at. And where you could find me is Instagram, Lady Leia Events, LLC, and or LadyLeiaEvents.com.
Awesome. I definitely know where that is, and we appreciate for having you, and have a good day.
Thank you. Welcome to SacPopCast Culture, Coffee, and Conversations edition. Welcome.
Thank you.
Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Desarte Yarnway. Fairly recently relocated to Sacramento.
Okay.
I'm the founder of Bench Sports Media, Bench for short. And essentially what we do is we give creatives and sports creatives specifically opportunities to monetize their work online.
Amazing.
I've been running this company for about a year and a half.
Okay.
We're going to our public launch on June 1st.
Congratulations.
We're super excited about it.
Super dope. Awesome. What are you working on right now that excites you?
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yep.
2 things. What am I working on? One of my family. I have 2 lovely kids,
Oh,
2 daughters and a wife, and we just have a blast. So we're working to ensure that, they have all they need. My youngest daughter, who's about 20 months, just started school. So that is my life's
Exciting.
work. That's my favorite type of work.
I love
Outside
that.
of that is Bench. Like we've
Okay.
been bringing on schools and leagues and different creators. They're streaming live. They're getting tips. They're getting brand deals off from our platform.
Wow.
So more so than like the engineering of the platform, I love seeing people just make it their own,
Amazing.
So that excites me.
Yep. We got to talk after. Definitely
Yeah, for sure.
collab on something. What does Sacramento mean to you?
Sacramento for me is a place of a welcoming place. It's like home, community, right? I'm a Bay Area native.
Okay.
So I'm from San Francisco. But as you know, San Francisco's gotten more expensive, more popular, right? A lot of people have been pushed out of San Francisco. So
Correct.
for me to find a home in Sacramento that I own, with a backyard and a community like culture, to be able to continue to pour into us as entrepreneurs and creatives, it's meant the world to me, especially, having a small a growing family.
Absolutely. So happy to hear that. That's awesome. Glad you're thriving here in
Thank you.
Sacramento. What do you want people to remember you about?
I don't think the story's done yet, first and foremost, but I just want to be known as somebody that was ambitious,
Okay.
faithful, right, and fearless. Because at the end of the day, to create, kind of have to be fearless. Because what you're creating is going to be judged. You know, people are going to have an opinion about it, but you have to have that faithfulness and believe that what you're doing is for the betterment of community, for people, and will have a lasting impact.
Preach. Love that. And last but not least, where can they connect with you? Where can they find you?
Yeah, so our platform, again, we're publicly launching June 1st at benchsports.com.
Okay.
You can learn everything about me there, or
Okay.
on LinkedIn, Desarte Yarnway as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
Thank you.
thank you so much. There you have it. Have a good day.
All right, we're here. I'm Desarte Yarnway. We at SacPopCast, and we have another guest. First question for you is, who are you and what do you do?
Okay, I'm Zaisha Perkins. I'm the owner of Black Women in Poetry. I'm a talent manager, and I hire out poets to perform at shows and events and concerts.
Amazing. I love poetry. Question number 2 for you. We are here at Culture, Coffee, and Conversations. Obviously, we're networking. What are you working on right now, and what excites you?
Woo, okay. I'm currently, besides poetry, also working on production for a children's show. I have a few ideas.
Amazing.
And just getting our name out there, like more broadcasting, more outreach for Black women in poetry.
Amazing. Question number 3. What does Sacramento mean to you?
Wow. Ooh. Okay, I moved here about a year and a half ago, and I was really not meeting a lot of people, so I found my serenity or solace in nature and going to explore all
Yes.
the parks and trails that Sacramento has to offer.
Yeah, people should talk about that more. It's a very beautiful place.
I agree.
Question number 4. What do you want people to remember about you?
Wow. Gosh. My charisma, my southern charm, and my ability to adapt and change and go with the flow.
Yeah, that's amazing. Last question. Where can they connect with you?
Okay, everyone can connect with me at Black Women in Poetry, BWIN Poetry, on Instagram and LinkedIn at Zaisha Perkins. Maybe Facebook. That's really everything. You can connect here.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of SacPopCast.
Thank you. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Cartoon character.
I'm Bill.
And collectively, you are trying media. So we have come out of the career at CLTRE with on media company.
Hell yeah. Wonderful. Thank you. Beautiful. Oh my God. I'm so happy. Okay. So this is Sacramento Popcast. Culture, coffees, and conversations. Okay.
No person. Huge coffees and covers.
You're so cute. We can do it. Oh, will you say you're not recording?
Well, I gave
Off the script. Okay, this is Sac Podcast, Culture, Coffee, and Conversation. This is Tanya, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself. First question, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Tanya Jibrim, owner of Melanin Juice Bar. We create organic smoothies and juices in organic small bites.
Okay, very good. Hold on. I forgot to introduce myself. Can I do that now or do I not need? No, I don't want to restart. Just use the clip and move to someone else. Thank you. My name is Zaisha Perkins. I'm the owner of Black Women in Poetry here in Sac. And so question 2, what are you working on right now and that excites you?
Right now I'm working on smoothie recipes. I am currently transitioning from my full-time employment to doing my smoothie business full-time. So that is extremely exciting and terrifying. But yeah, we're just moving forward and stepping out on faith and betting on myself.
So you got some awesome summer events coming up, I've heard.
Yes, we do. We'll be doing a lot of music festivals and expanding our footprint into the farmers markets. We currently operate a couple of farmers markets in Sacramento, but hopefully more.
Amazing. Okay, excited to hear more about this. What does Sacramento mean to you?
It means found community. I grew up in the Bay Area, Menlo Park, California, but I lived in Sacramento for about 27 years now. So it is home now. I come to love it, appreciate the wonderful things like the nature. And I love the community here in Sacramento. For a while, I kind of just moved here, but kind of stayed to myself. But the past few years, I've been really branching out and meeting wonderful people in the community, other people, entrepreneurs, people and nonprofits, and doing community-based work. So I like that, and I want to just grow those relationships here.
Amazing. No, that is definitely the foundation of
Yeah.
the city community. What would you like for people to remember about you?
I would like people to remember light positively, and like whatever interaction they had with me left them feeling lighter, more positive, healthier once they have one of our amazing smoothies. But yeah, I would like them to just in general feel good after they've had an interaction with me. That is what I want people to remember about.
Beautiful. I just met you and I will always remember this. The last question, where can people connect with you?
So we have a website, melaninjuicebar.net. We currently are mostly on Instagram. You can follow us or find us on Instagram at Melanin Juice Bar. And then we are currently physically at Rancho Cordova Farmers Markets every Saturday, run by the Alchemists CDC, which is an amazing organization. And we also operate at Fair Oaks Farmers Markets on Tuesdays, and hopefully more markets to come.
I'm happy to hear about this. Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hi, this is Tanya. We're at Cultures, Coffees, and Conversation. This is the SacPopCast, and we have
Erica Jacobs Ware.
Erica Jacobs Ware with us, and she is a filmmaker, which is absolutely amazing. So we always told us what you do, but can you tell us more about what you do?
Yeah, sure. I'm the founder of Girl Wonder and Girl Wonder Creative. And Girl Wonder Creative is a filmmaking production company that's primarily based in culture, identity, and belonging. We help brands where the culture is their product. So we help storytelling, short films, documentaries, these are the nature of brand films.
That is so awesome. That's super dope. And what are you working on right now that excites you?
Well, right now I am working on 2 proposals. Both excite me. It'll be a couple of weeks before I hear back on them. But they're great opportunities. And in addition to that, I just finished a no dialogue short film, my very first one. And we are submitting that to festivals now, and trying to get it out there. And there's still more of that world that I want to explore. And so that's very exciting for us.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
It's so dope. What does Sacramento mean to you?
I'm not native to Sacramento. I'm actually from Alabama, and I've moved quite a few places. But Sacramento is home now. The thing I like most about Sacramento is there's lots of people from all over the place, from the Bay Area, from SoCal, even from the Northwest, which I lived up there as well. But I really enjoy the emerging arts community. When I first moved, I had a hard time plugging into that. But actually, through culture, they did it for me. And so very grateful for that. And I built a lot of lasting relationships, both on a friend level and on a business level. So
That's so awesome. It's so dope. That's what it's all about. And what do you want people to remember about you?
about me,
Mhm.
oh, well,
That was such a deep question.
I know, right?
It's deep. You're a deep
I didn't-
thinker.
I'm like, how
What
deep?
comes to your
how
mind
deep?
first?
How deep do I want to go? Like, honestly, really just remember me as someone who is really just presents themselves all the time, good or bad, and that's kind of what you're gonna get.
You show up.
I show up.
I love that. And where can we connect with you?
You can connect with me on the website, girlwondercreative.com. You can connect with me on Instagram and LinkedIn as well.
Love it. Thank you so much. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
I am Erica Jacobs Ware, and welcome to Culture, Coffee, and Conversation. So the first question is, who are you and what do you do?
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. Thank you for asking that question. My name is Andrea Andrade, and I am a community manager at Chase Bank. And I lead financial health work in San Joaquin County. So I am in Stockton, which is not very far from here. But happy to be here with you today.
All right. What are you working on right now that excites you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So most people don't know this, but I am an artist. I went to school for art and I ended up in finance. So go figure, I'm living the dream, right? But I am currently working on a series of paintings right now, and I think I'm taking a deeper dive into what it is to be a woman of two different cultures, and then trying to connect that back to a spiritual sense. And so in school, I was kind of a jack of all trades. So I did photography, I did printmaking, which was a passion of mine. I love oil, love watercolor. But this is in acrylics. So I'm really interested to see like what's going to come on the other end of that.
I went to school for art too, and I ended up in finance. Honestly, it was just a temporary job, but I was there for like 3 years. And then I'm like, what am I doing? I gotta go.
Yes, yes. And for a while, I put down the paintbrush. And very recently, my kid said, "Mom, what happened? You had this dream. You said you were going to be the next Carol Walker. Like, what's happening with that?" So I think feeling that love come from them, them watching me as an artist, as young boys, and now they're young men. They're like, when are you going to get back in touch with the things that make you happy? So that's when I picked the brush back up.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I have 2 daughters. They're still young, but the kids, I think we underestimate the power of children because as soon as they get home from school, their energy, their little bubbles of energy, as a creative, I feed off of that. And I've noticed that I work from home mostly, and I've noticed that as soon as they get home, some people might consider this bad, but I want to do more creative work, right?
Yeah.
Because they've just kind of inspired me. Sounds like your kids have as well.
Yeah, same. Yeah, my boys, and go figure, one of them, he's like, "Mom, I think I'm gonna create this app." He's also a creative. My other son is also a bit of an artist. So what they see as kids, I think, and just seeing the positivity in art and how art is so therapeutic, right? And it brings so much joy, but it also it urges you to ask questions, be curious too. And I see that in them. So yeah, they're definitely my inspiration, I think, for getting this all started again.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. What does Sacramento mean to you?
Oh my gosh. I love Sacramento. Sacramento has transformed over the years. It's always been such a really cool city. We're right down the way. I'm from Stockton. But I lived in Sac for a small piece of time. I lived in South Sacramento, so right off of Florin. And I think Sacramento, what it means to me is it's a diverse city. And I think it's a space where people can come together like we are today. And just it's a place where you can get to know somebody. And I think that's important because we don't know each other anymore, right? We're a society where we're so disconnected, and having spaces like this to connect, I think that's important. And so right now, that's what Sacramento means to me.
What do you want people to remember about you?
Wow, that's such a powerful question. And when I think about what is that I left the world possibly in a much better condition than when I entered into it. And that something that I did, whether it was teaching someone financial health, where it was just maybe having a conversation, smiling at somebody, maybe even inspiring them through my art. I hope at the end of the day that matters and that it has affected someone in a positive way, that, I'm reaching them, but they decided to reach someone else.
Nice, nice. All right. So to wrap up the last question here, where can the people connect with you?
Wow, the people. Okay, so I'm terrible at social media. My husband is much, much better. But the people can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on LinkedIn. I also have an IG and a Facebook, which I'm not on. Forgive me. But if you're looking for me, those are some of the platforms you can find me on for sure.
I'll definitely connect with you on LinkedIn.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Very
This
nice
was
meeting
great.
you.
Great to meet you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sherelle Howes. We are from the mayor's office. I'm here with SacPopCast. Did I say that right? Yeah, that's right. One more time. Okay. Hi, my name is Sherelle Howes. We are from the mayor's office. I'm here with SacPopCast. We are at Cultures, Coffees, and Conversations. I'm going to ask a few questions to my colleague, David. Question number 1. Who are you and what do you do?
Hi, hello everyone. My name is David Augusto, City in the House. I think I like to call myself like connector, collaborator. We have like these official names, but I think a lot of our work, it's in the space of connecting at the human level.
Yeah.
I think part of it is also like, how do we, like the high level of our work just consists of us like doing so many jobs, but at the core, the way we attract people to what we do is by connecting.
I think the high level changes every day.
Yes,
So.
yeah.
I like that, but our official title is Community Relations Advisor. Question number 2, what are you working on right now that excites you?
Ooh, what excites me, we're in a unique space and time, another parallel universe, I like to say. I don't know, just with the, politics and the way our economy is going and leadership. I think what's going to take us to a space where we ensure like our communities thrive and we're not letting people fall through the cracks is the communities and neighborhoods, people who have been doing this work for so long to keep people, afloat, but also like ensure that our communities are taken care of regardless of what's happening, regardless of who's in the economy, regardless of economy, politics, and whatnot. So that being said, I think what's exciting me is seeing those folks step up and like creating space for them to highlight that work, because we're going to need it, because, I don't think right now, I think there's more things to come.
Absolutely.
And not a fearful way, but like there's, we've lost a lot of things, but I don't think they're entirely lost, because we have so many amazing people in our city who are really working to ensure those things don't get taken away.
Amazing people like you, David. Question number 3. What does Sacramento mean to you? If you can say it in one word, what would
One
you
word.
say? What does Sacramento mean to you?
Rude.
Oh, root.
I didn't
Number
see that. She was such. What do you call that? I seen it over its pocket.
okay, question number 4. What do you want people to remember about you?
Remember, I think a genuine friend, being a genuine friend. I think that's what I like to like when I interact with people. Like, I think that's really what I want to walk away with, is like knowing like they felt like they were seen, but also being seen. I think that's a dance, but we do that together, right?
Yeah.
So
Last question. Where can they connect with you?
you can connect with me at City of Sacramento. Google search it, mayor's office, and you'll see. I think there's a photo of us on there. You can see my friend here, Sherelle House, and her email and my email. Hit me up. I always like to say keep my phone line busy, because that's where my work comes from. So yeah, that's
Email David first.
our listeners out there. My name is David Augusto. I'm here at the CLTRE event with the SacPopCast, and we're interviewing some great folks here. Looking forward to giving you all a good story of our person at the seat right now. And if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Liz Awesome. I'm a fine artist and systems thinker. I'm a fine artist and systems thinker.
Okay, we'll have to press into that one. So I have a few questions here. So I'll start with this first one. Who are you and what do you do?
Oh, sure. So I am Liz Awesome. And my girlfriend tells me I'm a somatic experience. So it's hard for me to explain because I just do it, but I show up and I'm a problem in the space. I'm awkward. It's not great. And then I start talking about it in hopes that we can make it better. And sometimes talking about it isn't enough. So I go home and draw little pictures or make trash out of garbage or do anything I can to try to say that we can live in a better world.
Ooh, I like the problem in the space.
Thank you.
Yeah. Often I think I've been in spaces a lot where problems get pushed aside versus addressed. So you're interested in sharing more about what that looks like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's I think a lot of spaces are not built for everybody. And I have sufficient privilege to point that out and to point it out loudly. And so I like to use it. I'm a person who's told that they have an invisible disability. It's not invisible. You choose not to see it. I am Jewish, and sometimes that is complicated and people don't understand why or engage with that. I am trans, and I don't have to tell you about that. And if I do, that's your problem. And it's a whole lot. And so, but I'm also, on another hand, a 42-year-old white person. And I have a home that I own and a business that I own. And so I am in a position to, straight up say to somebody who works for the city of Sacramento that I don't like how things are going or whatever that is, and know that I'm not going to be tracked later, or maybe I will be because they're always watching you. But you got to do it, right? You got to do it. So that's what I'm doing. And I just couldn't spend my life as a corporate drone anymore, knowing all of this and not put it to use.
That's a good, I like that. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
Okay. So what are you working on right now that excites you?
Okay, so I just moved into my first public studio, Studio 3 at the Atelier. And the Atelier is a fine art intergenerational space. They've got a kids art area where they're bringing kids in to have art experiences. And then there's fine artists on the other side of the building. There's a co-working space. And we're kind of trying to bridge the age groups in the area. And so I'm just trying to draw all of my presence into creating experiences there. And my studio is called The Idea Factory. And so it's a place where we do free thinks and problem solving and find inspiration. And so unlike at the museum. They don't even let you touch the art there. Did you know that? Like you go, you are a member, you can't take any of that home. It's so rude. But I let you squish it. I let you touch it. I let you flip through it. We have like an exclusive experience. You really get to feel something. And all the art is made out of trash made locally in Sacramento. So you also get to touch, you know, your stain upon this Miwok and Nisenan land and sit with that in a place that's kind of fun. And maybe safe, and maybe you explore that a little bit, and or maybe you don't explore that. Maybe you explore something else. I don't know what you perceive out of the art. So anyway, I've built this container, I guess, for you to come through and check that out. And then we're also going to have a workshop for the kids in Kinksters called Stuffy Art, where we're going to take some art supplies from the thrift store, some stuffed animals, things like that, and make them little outfits and cut their limbs off and explore body horror with them. So, you know, the kids' body horror will be age appropriate, but they deserve to know about disabled people and how fun and cool it can be to not fit in. And so did I answer the question right?
That is good.
Oh, I didn't tell you about how I'm trying to buy a fintech company. I want to buy a dilapidated fintech company because I have this scheme about how we can support the creative economy by letting me like do what they did to Toys R Us to it. I think I would be so
like
good at that.
Massage the brain and
Yeah.
create new grooves. I like that.
Yay.
That's awesome. And very creative. I'll
Thank
say,
you.
I think overall, like you have a lot of creativity in you. You're just pushing. I love that you're pushing it out there too.
I'm Sacramento's Banksy.
All right, we'll try to blur your face. So what does Sacramento mean to you?
Nisenan, Miwok, land, and more. You know, what's interesting is when I was a kid, we didn't know anybody's names. And now we're learning everybody's names. And there's so many people who live here and have lived here throughout time. And as a Jewish person, I'm kind of constantly confronted with what's going on in Israel, even though I've never lived there. And I look at that and I wonder, why couldn't my ancestors or my contemporary mishpacha figure out how to live in peace? And we know that there was a lot of living in peace. But there's all this pressure for Israel to be one of Earth's chakras. And it's always struck me as kind of weird that we don't think about Sacramento as one of them. But it absolutely is. And it is politically as well, if you think about where the state capital is centered. And like we all know the history, but like the real why, the mechanism of just like empire and how having the state capital right here in what should be marshlands that aren't marshlands anymore, in a position that can control both LA and San Francisco. It's all really just gross. And so I don't know how to get back to the question.
Yeah, yes. I mean, I think you answered a lot of what Sacramento means to you, and I think recognizing where you're at. You just made me think of I was reading something, connect with the land that we're on or like standing on or present in, whether we're traveling or whether we were born there. And I think from what you're saying, there's a lot like to Sacramento. There's that you've intentionally, pivoted in the sense of like understanding where the place is now and using your own like lived experience, but coming from where your family comes from and just your own background, like I think that adds a lot more depth to like understanding that. So, but yeah, please add if I didn't.
So happy that resonated with you and in that way. And is it okay if I address you as a person who works for the city?
Sure.
Why is everything concrete?
Mm-hmm. Why is that is, now you're just in the urban planner.
It's concrete everywhere, and it hurts my body, and it hurts other people's bodies. We're just sacks of bones and goo, and we're just stomping around concrete all the time. And why are all the art spaces concrete? The doctor's office has carpets. This fancy science building has carpets. How come every space I'm supposed to be is made out of unfinished flooring? Thank you.
No, I will say there's a lot of history. I moved from LA, and I always call that like the concrete jungle, in the sense that, it's debilitating to your sense of the environment and that experience. There's a lot of, there's, I think, unpacking we still need to do. And I think, a lot power to all our environmentalists out there doing that great advocacy work. But yeah, I think it's a question of like, how do we adapt to these spaces and make them address the human in us, and versus the corporations that
Yeah.
come out of these spaces. But so what the city, and as far as like how the city of Sacramento developed, there's a lot of history in there. I definitely recommend y'all check out. PBS has some great documentaries on just the development of Sacramento, redlining, and how we got to where we are now in housing. Concrete might be addressed through the freeways that were built, and like it's essentially the intentional cutting across communities that often don't get a say in how their communities are built. So I like to think the city is working on a lot of those in those areas to address that, but we have a long ways to go. And I think speaking on these these subject matters and address understand the problem and being the problem. I don't think this. I would say I think what you're bringing up isn't a problem, but in other spaces, I think people are afraid to address the problem. If any.
Sometimes and first of all, thank you so much for being the space for me to complain, right? And for me to like complain formally, because sometimes you just complain aloud in your bedroom and it doesn't get anywhere. But a formal complaint, I had my mom have this book called A Complaint is a Gift, because it raises the issue. And I might be wrong. You're absolutely right. Like there are times when like concrete is the flooring we need, and it is the reason I'm in those spaces is because I choose to go to them, right? Like, but and I don't know. I only know that I'm miserable about it, right? And so just like even knowing that PBS is a place to go for more information, and like knowing that like there's perspectives to this story, and having somebody like you said in your interview, like you're the connector who's able to put those pieces together. That's a real service you're doing for us. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, and I think the work just never ends. Like you whether that's like educating yourself. Yeah, I think in those the conversations and as we talk to each other, being open to like being a witness to that, those experiences, active listening, and but really like just approaching one another in that space where we can have this conversation. Also, I have to work with the city, but these are thoughts of my yes. The premise.
Yeah, absolutely.
but no, like you said, I think we're all made to be connectors. So I think the goal is like leaving somebody with something else to connect to someone, connecting that, being that part of that puzzle piece, right? So,
Right.
Yeah, I think
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the next one.
All
I know
right.
we have some time on. What do you want people to remember about you?
I tried everything I could in every way I could. I tried everything different I could, and I did everything I could to leave a record that there could be a better way. And I have zero confidence that my way is right, but I offer it as something that is not white supremacy or Zionism coming from a person who has grown out of 6 generations of white supremacy and Zionism. And if nothing else, let me be the break of that. Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
You
that
tell
okay?
me. You tell
Is that
me.
an all right legacy for me to have? Just gets like, and also maybe just like that it was weird. I want, like there's very much a level where I want people to be like, what just happened to me? And I like my official artist statement is I make art for the same reason I microwave fish in the office break room. It's just, I really want to just like unsettle you on multiple levels, not just here and not just in someone else's space and in their name, because that's not my right. But recognizing that now I want to like make you stick your hand in a pile of goo or something, right? Or like make you touch something and then also spark something. And it's so funny to me because my number one audience is babies. Like babies look at my art and laugh. So it's right and it's future thinking. Teenagers are like, oh, this is cool. So I'm on to something here. It just might not be like, it's not always like some thoughts are. And that's what I want though, is I want everyone to be able to experience.
Just everyone, including adults,
Everyone is welcome to the Liz Awesome Art Experience. Everyone. Yeah.
That's awesome. I was
Thank you.
asking that question just because I think your art, to me, it sounds like it's experiencing art in that way. Or it's only through like a child's eye sees that, but a lot of adults probably might not realize like you could connect with your
Yeah. You
energy.
can connect with my energy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. That's super cool. Looking forward to your time.
Yay.
Okay, so last question. Where can they connect with you?
Okay. You can send me an email if you want to collaborate with me and pay me money for it. If you want to like stop by and have the official top-notch exclusive experience though, what I want you to do is go to lizawesome.art and then click on the hamburger and then go to about and contact and then click on schedule a visit. And that's going to take you to where you can schedule a visit. And I know it's like 8 clicks, but you are capable of trying it and figuring it out yourself because I am not a QR code. And then also that will bring you into the atelier. You can come to the atelier anytime, but if you want the whole like luxury experience, that's a scheduled event. So schedule yourself the event. You can bring up to 4 people, and you can just see my exclusive line of handcrafted stickers made with traditional methods in a family-owned. You can see 3 of them. Only 12 of them were made, and it's like super nice. And then you can decide if you want to live with a piece of fine art. That's an experience that's waiting for you.
I love that. So, all right, just to repeat everyone. So we have email.
Oh yeah. You can also sign up for my newsletter at lizawesome.art. So if you're not ready to schedule that experience, but you want to get some newsletters, you want to go to lizawesome.art and then look around for the widget that pops up for the email sign up, and then you sign up for that, and then I'll tell you about what exclusive drops are coming and what events there are, and like show you some old favorites, and then talk about how going to the city council makes me sad and stuff like that. And then what's the other one I wanted to say? Oh,
We have email, newsletter.
I did it.
You did it.
I did
You
it.
did it. We did
I
it.
might also email you, and then you could just reply back to that email. That's great.
Customer service. I love that in art. Well, it was a pleasure talking with you, Liz.
You too.
I got so many angles from you, and I think that's what you wanted to leave with everyone listening to. So I appreciate that. It's a reminder that we all have these angles in us, so let's keep pulling them out. And I think you have a great space to do that.
Yeah.
Right? Can you remind us again the name of this upcoming space?
The studio is called the Atelier, and it's on V Street between 18th and 19th.
Perfect. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. That was so much fun.
That's fun.